All right, what's up, everybody? It's Brandon here, six-figure copywriter, and we are answering your questions all about freelance copywriting and how to build a 10K a month copywriting business. And when I say we are answering questions, I mean I don't have a full team. I'm not an agency. I'm not some big business. I'm a solopreneur. I'm a solo copywriter. I'm a one-man show, and it's great. I love it, and I would never want to be an agency, and I would never want to be a big business. I love having a solo freelancer business. It's the best thing ever because I get to wake up and I work when I want, and I get to stop working when I want, and I got to work where I want. I can work from home in my log cabin, or I can work from Starbucks or a different coffee shop, or in Thailand or Italy, where I'm going next month with my wife for our 10-year anniversary. Um, I choose when I want to work. I choose how I want to work, and I choose how much money I want to make. So that's the cool thing about being a freelance copywriter is like you get to decide how much money you want to make. Do you want to make $500 a month and $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, $4,000 a month, and do this on the side of your 9 to 5 and just make bank? Or do you want to do this as your full-time gig like I do and make 10K a month and have enough money for you, your whole family to do whatever you want, live wherever, work wherever, and have free time, have your own schedule? Whatever you want to do, I don't think there's a better way to have freedom in your life than to build a solo business as a freelancer, specifically with copywriting. And the reason is because you get to learn this thing at your own pace from wherever you are, no matter what your background is. It doesn't matter if you speak English as your first language, doesn't matter if English is your second language, doesn't matter if you have a writing degree, doesn't matter if you went to university at all, it doesn't matter if you love writing. The only thing that I'm in one of those things, the only thing that I am there is I speak native English. That's the only thing. I don't have a degree. I didn't love writing after high school. I hated writing, actually. I never wrote in a journal or a diary. There's some people who just like love and adore writing. That was never me. I wanted to make money online. I wanted to build my own business. I wanted to have freedom. I wanted to be able to wake up when I wanted. I wanted to be able to retire my wife. I want to be able to travel the world and have more free time and flexibility. So what did I do? I tried all these businesses: drop shipping, e-commerce, web development, bookkeeping, sales, Facebook flipping, beanie babies, you name it, I tried it. And I'm telling you right now, there is not an easier path than becoming a freelance copywriter to land your first client online, to make your first dollar online, to make your first $1,000, $5,000, $10,000 online. So if you have any questions about how to do this, I can tell you right now from personal experience, because I've been doing this for the past 6.5 years. I've made over $630,000 in profit as a freelance copywriter. That's profit. I'm not talking revenue. I'm not talking that's profit. Okay, so if you want to make 6 figures per year doing this, like, ask away. Ask me anything about how to get started. If you're curious about building your own business online, you want the easiest and quickest business, it's copywriting. There's nothing that can beat it. The only thing that comes close is sales. And sales still doesn't beat out copywriting for one main reason. Sales is one-to-one. You have to sell one person at a time, face-to-face, waste carrier. Way harder, and there's not much leverage. Copywriting, one-to-many. You write words in your own time, asynchronous, wake up in the morning, rip out an email for 30 minutes, you can go send that to 100,000 people, make $10,000 for a business owner, you'll get 1,000. It's very simple and very straightforward, and anyone can do it. So let's get into questions. Ask me anything about becoming a 6-figure copywriter. You want to know how to get started, how to write better copy so you actually can make money from this thing, how to land clients. You can take your skill and put it in front of the right people to actually start making $1,000, $5,000, $10,000 a month. If you're still trying to land your first client, you want to know how to do that, I'll tell you how to do it. 70% of my students are getting their first client in 30 days. Paid clients, not free clients, not free review clients, paid clients in 30 days as beginners. You can do this. If you want to know how to scale, you're maybe making $1,000 a month. You're trying to break through that 10K a month mark. I'll tell you how to do it. I'll tell you how to scale. Maybe you're making $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, but you're working 12, 16-hour days. I'll show you how to go to 4 hours a day because that's what I did with my business. So ask away any questions you have about getting started, writing copy, landing that first client. You got me for about 45 minutes here. Let's dive in. Okay, so here we go, Tammy. First thing, realistically, if you're good at writing copy, can you start an e-com brand with just $3,000 and scale it? So you're asking. So I see, Tammy, you're considering starting an e-com brand. Let me tell you about e-commerce versus copywriting. And here's the major distinction people need to understand. I've done e-commerce. I've done drop shipping myself. I have worked at an e-com company as a full-time employee even before copywriting. I have worked as a copywriter for multiple seven-figure e-commerce brands. Do you want to know what the main difference between the decision to start an e-com brand or dropshipping brand versus become a freelance copywriter and just spend your time doing that? I'll tell you right now. Copywriting is learning one skill that can get you to $5,000 to $10,000 per month in the next 6 to 12 months. E-commerce, you have to learn 10 skills at once to do the same thing. Which one scales more? Obviously e-commerce. It's a product business. You can reach millions of people, you create products, and it scales more. Don't get me wrong. The income potential for e-commerce, way higher than copywriting. Yeah, you can make millions. But you have to learn 10 skills at once to succeed. People don't understand this. They see some woo-woo guru sipping a coconut on a beach saying, I just made $100,000 with e-commerce. He's not going to tell you his actual profit. He'll just tell you his revenue, by the way. He's making very little profit. And then he says, buy my $1,000 course and like do the same thing. You want to play the game on hard mode? Be my guest and go become an e-commerce company today. But I'm going to tell you all the things you're going to have to learn to even come close to succeeding. You're going to have to learn copywriting. Hint, hint, the thing you're already going to do on the other side. You're going to have to learn marketing. You're going to have to learn Shopify. You're going to have to learn e-commerce marketing. You're going to have to learn email. You're going to have to learn cold ads. That's not easy. You're going to have to learn content. You're going to have to learn product development. You're going to have to learn talking and finding suppliers who are actually good. You're going to have to figure out fulfillment, delivery, shipping, handling, inventory, customer service, programming, coding, IT. Like, you want to talk about like playing the most difficult business you could ever start as a beginner? It's e-commerce. You have to learn 10 plus things at once. Oh, not to mention accounting, cash flow, finances, all the banking stuff, all the credit card stuff, cash flow. You screw up your cash flow, you're done. Like, game over. This stuff is not easy. E-commerce is very difficult. Now, don't get me wrong, Tammy, if you're asking, hey, if you're good at writing copy, can you start an e-com brand? Yeah, if you have copyright under your belt, that's one of the best tools you could have to go start an e-commerce brand. But don't ignore the other 9 things you're gonna have to learn along the way to make your e-commerce brand succeed. Like, this is not light stuff. You want an easy business? It's one-person business. You work with 2 to 5 clients. Easy to manage. You can make 10K a month. That's copywriting for you. You want a hard business? Yeah, maybe you can make millions if you get damn good. But I can assure you right now, the people who succeed quick with e-com, they had 2 to 3 to 4 or 5 of these skills they were already pros at before they started e-commerce. They were probably already crushing it with copywriting and sales, product development, customer service, marketing, like supply. Like, they already had some of those things on lock. I guarantee you. This stuff is that is the hardest path. So can you take your 3K a month you're making from writing copy and go build your e-commerce business? Yeah, sure, you could. Do you have like $3,000 in capital for an e-com business to start with? That's very little though. So you don't have much margin for running ads, for buying products. I have a friend right now who's starting an e-commerce business, and the what has gone into just like the suppliers, crafting the thing, manufacturing the product, doing all the stuff, like flying from Canada to India and like doing all the stuff and talking to like the development process. It is just, and they're spending like $10,000, $20,000 and they haven't even sold a thing, and they're not even off the ground, and they're not even online. It is so hard. Pick the easy path. Get to 10K a month as a copywriter. Go get that done first. You start getting that amount of cash flow in every month. Sure, I would recommend though, if you're going to start an e-com company, be ready to have like $30,000 to $50,000 saved up, ideally, as seed money to start this thing off, as initial capital to start your business. Because you have so many expenses you have no idea about that you're going to have to drop right out of the gate. So I wouldn't recommend it with just $3,000 if that's what you're asking. Now, don't get me wrong. If you decide, yeah, I'm making $5,000, $10,000 a month, I'm making over 10K a month as a copywriter, it's been a year or two, I want to start business number 2, absolutely, be my guest. Like, go start another business. Copywriting is one of the best skills you could have to go into any business. Having the skill. This is a gateway skill. This is a gateway business, copywriting. You can take this and go start a new business. I started a coaching business after. I did this for 6 years. I still love writing copy. I still have clients, but I also like teaching people and I like trying new things. So I took all my copywriting and applied to my coaching business. And I built my coach business up to over 6 figures per year on top of my copywriting in 1 year. And that's all thanks to copywriting. So yes, this is a gateway skill. You can build this business up, but if it's between the two, dude, get to 10K a month as a copywriter first. Just make your life easy. Like, you think it's going to be the easier path to go scale and make millions. Most people fail with the e-commerce. It's like literally, it's playing the game easy mode versus advanced. That's it. Next question. Guys, ask any questions. This is an Ask Me Anything. You can ask any questions about getting started as a freelance copywriter. How do you get to 10K a month? How do you learn to write good copy? How do you land your first client? How do you land your second and third and fifth and 10th client? How do you build this business up to working just a few hours a day and all that stuff? Ask me anything. I'm an open book. This is normally stuff that I reserve for my coaching, which is a $1,900 coaching program for one-on-one calls. You get me for free right now. Take advantage of this. You got me for like 30 plus minutes here, maybe 35. So ask away. Don't be shy. There's no dumb question. Go ask anything you want and I'll give you my answer. I'm not going to hide anything. Ask anything. I'm an open book. AA Karimo, I need some insight about what software should I use to start cold. I think you're trying to say cold DMs or cold emails for free. Forget software. Don't just stop with the crazy mass outreach, cold emails, cold DMs, where you're just clicking automation tools and copy paste templates. Forget that stuff. This stuff might have worked 5-10 years ago. It doesn't work anymore in 2025. Like, if you want to land clients, here's the simple path. Be very targeted in who you want to outreach with. Okay? Who are you targeting? You're going to go after real estate agents, marketing software, fitness coaches. Who do you want to pick and who do you want to work with? Dog, pet food companies? Pick one niche and then pick one type of copy, just emails, just ads, or just landing pages. And every day, here's what you're going to do. You're going to go find the guys who are actually making money, who have real businesses online. You're going to be super targeted in who you actually reach out to. You're not going to outreach to 100 people a day. You're going to pick one person per day. You're going to find them and you're going to send them an audit and a sample. You're going to look at their business, look at their copy, break down everything. I just put up a short video on YouTube and Twitter and LinkedIn on how I went from $1,000 a month, $1,000 a month to $5,000 a month in my first year as a copywriter, month 7. And it was because I switched my outreach from high volume, spammy template outreaches to like targeted, low volume, high value outreaches, and how that was the thing that just accelerated my business and actually got me to 5-10K a month. So go find who you want to pitch. Make sure they actually have money. Look for those signs that they're making money. I got plenty of advice. If you want some tips on that, just let me know. Follow-up question, ask away. Then go outreach to them. Look at their copy. Look at their website. Look at their emails. Look at their ads. Look at their landing pages. Whatever you want to reach out about, and just what would you do if they hired you yesterday? What would you be doing today? You'd be doing this stuff. So go look at what they have and make it better. Tell them what to improve. Fix your headline. Fix your call to action. Add more social proof. This looks messy. You have 5 call to actions to get rid of this one. Add more urgency. Add more scarcity. Try a headline like this. Boom, 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 boom. Write them up a thing in a Google Doc. And then if you want to take it to the next level, go write them their first piece of copy, implementing those tips, and send it off. Do one of those a day. You're getting clients quicker than anybody you know. I guarantee it. So forget software. Forget high spammy outreach, copy paste template. I'm a robot AI person. I'm not a human. That doesn't work. This stuff doesn't work. If you want to do that, be my guest. Just don't think you're going to be making much money. But if you want to actually make money from this thing, just listen to what I'm saying and apply it because it works. And how do I know it works? Because my students are getting their first client in about 70% of the time in 30 days. Using this as beginners with 1 outreach per day, that takes about 1 hour. So if you have 1 hour per day to outreach and land clients, you can do this. It's the best thing I've seen that works after doing this for 6 years, after having 500 students in my copywriting course, which, by the way, if you're not sure how to get started as a copywriter, you're not sure if you're a good copywriter yet, you're still not making $1,000 a month, get my course. It's in the link in the bio. LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, wherever you are, click the link. It's $22, one-time payment. You get lifetime access. You're never going to find a cheaper copywriting course that actually gets results. So go get the course. And after coaching over 75 guys and teaching 500 students and my own stuff making $600,000 plus, This is the best thing that works in 2025. There is no faster, more efficient way to land clients. So try this for 30 days, and then if it doesn't work, get back to me. But when it does work, get back to me still and let me know, because I want to hear. Next question. What does reading novels do to sharpen one's copywriting skills? People recommend it. Just forget it. Like, honestly, like, guess how many novels I was reading as a new copywriter that got me to 9K a month my first year? 0. You do not need to read novels. Not if you're talking about like novels like Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit and all these things like Harry Potter, absolutely not. You do not need to read novels to become a copywriter. This is nonsense. You need to learn how to write copy to become a copywriter. You need to learn how to actually understand consumer psychology and apply that to your writing and sell things. Copywriters are not novel writers. Copywriters are salesmen who use the written word. Copywriting is just salesmanship in print. That's it. Don't complicate this thing. Could reading novels help with your storytelling ability and your creativity? Sure, like maybe. Guess how many novels I read in the first year though? 0. Why? Because I was spending my time reading copywriting books, reading consumer psychology books, reading marketing books, reading business books, writing copy, practicing, studying copy, and outreaching to clients and making money. Like, if you want to make money, just do the things that successful copywriters have done before. And the vast majority, you know what they do? They read about copywriting, they learn about copywriting, they study copywriting. They write copy, and they go outreach to clients until they hit 10K a month. That's it. That is this, like, just the novel thing. It's just, you sure, if you want to have extra time, be my guest. It's not going to be a needle mover though. It's not important to focus on that. Like, don't complicate your routine too much. How do you know a brand prospect has money when outreaching? What to watch for? Okay, a couple things. Just like, here's the sauce. I'm just going to give you all the answers that I tell my coaching students who pay me thousands of dollars. Number 1, actually know who you're going after first. Like, before you just go on Instagram and start outreaching like a crazy person to 2 billion people, because that's how many people are on the platform, here's what you're going to do. Actually know who you're targeting first. So who are you going to go after? Like, pick something you know about or you have an advantage in. Real estate agents, software, like fitness coaches, relationship coaches, e-com brands that sell dog food, like whatever your thing is, know who you're targeting first. That's going to streamline your outreach process. So start there. Then go on Instagram, look at their followers. Do they have at least 3,000 followers to 50,000 followers? If not, forget it. Like, if they have 60 to 70,000, sure. But don't go too high and don't go too low. You want them to have enough followers, but you don't want them to have too many that you can't outreach them. That's a sign they have an audience and they might be making money. Second thing, look that they actually sell a product or service in their bio. Don't go after Instagram influencers and creators who have brand sponsorships and partnerships and deals and da-da-da. And like, just forget all that. Affiliate marketers, get away from them. Just go after guys who have a product or a service that is actually theirs that they sell. Because then they're not the middleman, and you becoming a middleman to a middleman means there's not much money for you. So make sure they actually have a product or service. Third thing, look that they have social proof. This is just copywriting. Apply what you learn about copywriting to looking for good clients. Do they have case studies? Do they have testimonials? Do they have reviews? Are they showing off happy clients, happy customers on their Instagram? Look at their pin posts, look at their story highlight reels, look at their website. Do they have lots of reviews and case studies and testimonials? And do they have recent ones? That's a sign they have money because they have happy customers. Usually means they're making money. Look at metaadlibrary.com. Facebook ad library or meta ad library. Look that they're running Facebook or Instagram ads. If they're running ads, clearly they have money for marketing. Look at their LinkedIn. Look at their website. Do they have a team? Do they have employees? If they have employees, it's a pretty good sign they have money to hire. They probably are making enough money. Those are just a few of the tips you can look for ahead of time without even asking them how much money they're making to start to like zone in on guys who actually probably have money. If they don't have money, don't even bother outreaching. Like, there's just no point. So make sure they actually have signs that they're making money before you go spend the time to go outreach them. Go after people. You want to know how to make lots of money? Just solve problems for people who have lots of money. Like, this is not complicated. This is the easiest 80-20 hack you could ever have in any business. If you want to make lots of money, go find who has lots of money and solve their problems for them. One of the best ways to do that, hint, hint, go learn how to write copy, improve people's businesses with copy, make them more money. Go after guys who are making 100K a month in revenue. You're going to be making lots of money too then. There's your 10K a month business. David, you ask, what are the best platforms to look for clients? Instagram. Just don't even bother with anything else. Go after Instagram. It's number 1. It's the easiest thing. Just use social media. Just use Instagram. There's other things you can use. You use Twitter, LinkedIn, depending on who your target customer is or target client. But honestly, like, just start with Instagram. It's still number one. Alex Hormozi ranked it as the number one platform for business. It still is. I would agree too. I don't personally like Instagram as a consumer, but you know what? I love it as a business owner. So go find clients on Instagram. Ronnie, you say copywriting is simple, not easy. That's right. Copywriting is simple. It's so simple that even a fifth grader could do it. Do you want to know why? Because copywriting, you need to write at a fifth grade level to write copy. Why? Because the average person in the world, when they read stuff, they read at a fifth grade level. So copywriting actually is quite simple. Now, is it easy? No. Like, compared to what? Like, is it easy to build a 10K month business in 20 days? Absolutely not. That's the hardest thing in the world, and no, you're not going to do it. And anybody who tries to sell you their Lambo and Guru course for $4,000 in like coaching and inner circle and whatever stuff, and they tell you that you're going to be making 20K a month in the next 1 to 3 months, that's a pile of BS, and run far away from them because they're scammers and liars. However, can you realistically build this business up to a full-time income in 3 to 6 months? Absolutely. Like, with enough dedication, you absolutely can do this. Are you making 20K a month? No, you're not. Can you get to 20K a month? Yes, you can. Like, I've made as high as 15,800. Open book. That's transparent numbers for you. I'm not a millionaire copywriter, but I get to work anywhere, live anywhere, provide for my family fully, and travel the world. Go to Thailand, Italy, like, afford anything I want. Never have to worry about swiping my card and all that stuff, and provide for my family and my wife doesn't have to work. I retired her. So you can make really good money. Compared to other business models, yeah, this is the easiest thing. Like, there's no easier path. Like, I'm going to step outside the box of a copywriter for a second. There is no easier path to start making money online and building an online business and building a full-time income and quitting your job than picking one skill that is in demand, that business owners pay money for, that they want, and that they actively give people money for. There's no better or easier way to, as a beginner with no business experience, to build a $5,000 to $10,000 a month business online. The easiest way is just pick one in-demand skill, get really good at it, and offer it as a service. Take stuff off a business owner's plate who's making lots of money, and they're going to give you lots of money. This isn't rocket science. Like, obviously, I'm going to say copywriting is the number one thing, and I'm biased about that. But I've done other things. I've done web development. I've done bookkeeping. I've done sales. I'm telling you right now, like, pick one skill, offer it as a service to people who are rich and have money, and you're going to make lots of money. This could be copywriting, sales, web development, graphic design, marketing, video editing. Like, these are all options. Like, this is the easiest. This is the number one. This is the easiest compared to e-commerce and all these crazy things and trends that come and go that don't matter. Building a personal brand and creating a digital course. Like, this stuff's like next level crazy. The easy thing is just pick one skill, master that skill, get good at it, offer it as a service online to business owners, and that is the easiest path to a full-time income online. You'll look at the top dudes online and you'll see they follow the exact same pattern. Most of them. Look at these top dudes. If you guys, Alex Hormozi, what did he do? He picked one skill, fitness, and he offered it to people as a service. Fitness coach. Then he started a gym. Then he started 5 gyms. Then he started Gym Launch. Started serving other business owners. If you guys know Dan Coe, he started as a web design freelancer. Now he's like a $2 million a year, $4 million a year writer, software, personal brand, whatever. Dakota Robertson, if you guys know that guy, he started out as a social media ghostwriter for Twitter ghostwriter. He built a skill, Twitter ghostwriting, offered it as a service to business owners. Now this guy's like next level, making at least like 40 to 50 to 100K plus per month, and his next level thing, right? But as far as like easy goes, you'll see the same pattern over again. Pick a skill, offer it as a service, build that thing up to 10K a month. That's the easiest path. And now, of all the skills you could build and become a freelancer and offer as a service provider, which is the easiest, which is the best, which is the simplest, which is your quickest and most efficient path to the dream life you want for being able to quit your job, get out of the job you hate, get out of the school you hate, university, and like have more freedom and more flexibility, which one? It's 2 options: copywriting and sales. That's it. If anybody asked me today, what would you recommend to your child, right? I have 2 daughters, a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. And somebody said, what would you teach them to do first? I'm like, here's 2 things they're going to learn. They're either going to learn copywriting or sales. But guess what? I'm teaching them both already. Copywriting and sales, those are the best 2. Why? Because of all the options, those are the easiest skills to attach to the money that you make. So what I mean by that is, when you're a graphic designer, you make a design and you give that to a client, and they might be like, this is great, pretty, on brand, love it, thanks for making this, doing this for us. But at the end of the month, when you have to prove your worth to that client, to that business owner, what do you say as a graphic designer? What do you say? They say, yeah, we're not sure if we should keep you around. Well, you should, because my designs help your branding. It's like, well, what does that mean? I don't know. Did it help contribute to an ROI? Kind of. Do we have like direct proof of that? I don't know. But the thing about sales and copywriting is, when you like get on and perform as a salesperson, get on the computer and perform as a copywriter and write those emails or sales or landing pages, your work like has a direct impact to the bottom line, to the sales generated. And you either make money for the business owner or you don't. And what the performance you do is directly tied to the work you put in. So it's not like working a 9 to 5 where like you just have to punch in, punch out, and if you do a really good job, you get the same amount of money. And if you do an okay job, you get the same amount of money. And that's that. But with copywriting and sales, when you perform, you get paid according to how well you perform. And there's absolute proof of how you did this. Like I worked for 7-figure business owners, guys who are making millions a year, and I've written emails for them where, they're making like $1,000 per email or $500 an email, and I come in, write an email, it's like $3,000. It's unequivocal proof that the words that I wrote made them more money, because we have the same audience, we have the same list size, we have the same business, and the only difference was the words I wrote versus what they wrote, and now they made 3 to 6 times more money. That's like, you cannot fight that proof that like what I did made you money, so pay up. This is why you can make so much money as a copywriter. It's because the work you do is directly tied to the effort you put in and the performance you get in. So now, I've also written emails where I'm like, oh, sweet, this is going to crush. And next thing you know, I wrote an email, it's like, oh, shoot, that was underwhelming. It made like a couple $100s when I was expecting a few thousand for a business owner. And it's like, well, it didn't perform as well. And what do? Well, I can analyze, oh, shoot, it's because my open rate was terrible. My hook wasn't that great. I should have spent more time A/B testing my hook or something on the subject line. And like the copy itself wasn't terrible. It's just the hook sucked on this one. And so let's do better next time. So yeah, copywriting. It's simple. It's simple and it's easy compared to all the other businesses you can do online. Question, can I work from Algeria? Do people in Algeria have businesses? Because if so, then yes. Because every business on earth needs copywriting. Every business on earth, there's not a business on earth who doesn't need copywriting. So as long as there are businesses in Algeria, then yes. Now, in terms of, if you're asking, can I work from Algeria and land US clients who speak English? I don't know. Like, do you have internet? Are you blocked by the government to do this kind of stuff? Like, it's up to you. Can you speak English? Can you write English? Are you fluent? If not, build up your English skills. If you don't have Wi-Fi, go figure that out. I don't know. I don't know the specifics about Algeria, to be completely honest with you. But as long as you have an internet and a laptop, like, I don't see why not. Ronnie says, I've been writing copy for almost 2 years. I've not really had any clients per se, but I've written a boatload of copy. My only problem is that I take a long time to come up with ideas and angles for clients. So you've been writing copy for 2 years, but you don't have any clients. Like, there's something very seriously wrong here then. Are you trying to land clients? Are you outreaching every day? I want to ask you, how much time are you spending outreaching? Ronnie, maybe give me a follow-up question. Okay, because that's not normal. Like, that you're doing something wrong. Like, to be blunt, I don't mean to be mean, but like, something you're doing is not right. You need to fix what you're doing. You're doing something wrong. And there's a couple things there. You're probably not outreach enough. You're probably using the wrong outreach strategies, and you're probably outreaching to the wrong people. If you're going that long without landing clients, you're not doing it right. And you need to fix what you're doing ASAP if you ever want to make money from this thing, which you can make tons of money from this. But if you're outreaching wrong, if you're not doing enough, or you're going after the wrong guys, then you're never, like, you need to fix this ASAP. Like, most people can get a client within 1 to 3 months as a beginner. Most people. And if it didn't happen, and you've been here for more than 1 to 3 months, and you've been learning copy for more than 1 to 3 months, and you're still not landing clients, there's something wrong with what you're doing, and you need to fix it as soon as possible. Something is wrong. That is not normal. You need to fix that. But so I know that wasn't your question, but you pointed it out, so I had to mention it, that you haven't had clients. But your question was more about, I take a long time coming up with ideas and angles for clients. Stop coming up with ideas and angles for clients and go steal those ideas. Go swipe file people. Go find out the top brands and competitors in your niche. Let's just say you target fitness coaches. Go find the top 100 fitness coaches online on Instagram today. Go sign up to every single one of their email lists if you're doing email for them. And just like sign up to all their lists, put them into a folder in Gmail, and now you have 100 emails from fitness coaches. And hopefully every couple days you have 50 to 100 new emails. There's your email ideas. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. Just look at what other people are doing and take what they have, take the angle, switch the hook, take the hook, switch the angle, and swipe. You don't need to start from scratch. And if you're having this much time coming up with ideas, then you need to understand your audience more and do more research. Because coming up with ideas for what you should write is so easy when you understand what your audience wants, their pain points, their desires. It's so easy when you understand, when you know your client's audience inside and out. But if you ever just struggle to come up with ideas, dude, just go look at a swipe file and go take some ideas from that. Here's an example. If you're going after fitness coaches, tactically, here's an example. You see an email that says, here's how to gain 7 pounds of muscle in 7 days. I don't actually know if that's possible, but we'll just say that's the angle. Somebody's subject line, how to gain 7 pounds of muscle in 7 days. Here's how you swipe. Okay, I'm going to show you how to ethically swipe and how to do it the right way. Do not copy paste. Do not steal outright. Subject line is how to gain 7 pounds of muscle in 7 days. Let's just say my client does weight loss coaching for men. He coaches guys on how to lose weight. What am I going to do? I'm going to take that. I'm going to look at that swipe, and I'm going to say, instead of saying how to gain 7 pounds of muscle in 7 days, guess what I can say for my hook? How to lose 7 pounds in 7 days. There you go. I just swiped an idea for an email, and now I have my email idea for the day. Did I steal that guy's work? No. But did I look at what he said, look at his hook, look at the angle, look at the big idea, take inspiration from it, tweak it, twist it, and make it my own for my audience and my business or my client? Yeah. That's how you swipe. That's how you never run out of ideas. Abby, Sibo, can you review my copy right now? This isn't a copy review live stream. I've only done one of those. I might do a copy review live stream next week. Just a reminder, reviewing copy is something people pay me for, like thousands of dollars in my one-on-one coaching. It's not I get people ask me all day long, every day, to review their stuff. This stuff takes me time. It takes me, like most people, it's like 5 to 10 minutes for each piece of copy that I'm reviewing at least. Sometimes more time. So I may do a copy review live next week, but that's not what this live stream is for. This is a Q&A, ask me anything live stream. So, but stay tuned. I might do one next week. Ali asked, how much time is required to find a client, clearly newbie, if he's bent on working hard? Sorry, how much time is required to find client, a complete newbie, if he's bent on working? I don't know what you're trying to ask here, to be completely honest with you. How do you find a client if somebody's bent on working hard? I don't know. You're going to have to rephrase your question. I just don't know what you're asking. If you want to know how much time is required to find a client as a newbie, okay, sorry if you hear chainsaw in the background or whatever, that's my neighbor. But if you're asking, like, how much time does it take to find a client as a new copywriter, like, it could take you 30 days if you know what you're doing. As a beginner. 1 to 3 months, if you started copy today and 3 months goes by and you don't have a client, you're doing something wrong. So most people can get their first client within 1 to 3 months, as long as you're doing 3 things: writing copy, studying copy and learning, and outreaching daily. Do those 3 things daily, and if you don't have a client at the 3-month mark, you're doing something wrong. and you need to change what you're doing. Ronnie says, I made a landing page from scratch for a client. Should I charge for it or not? If you want, I can send it to you. I can't. This isn't a copy review live stream. I might do one next week, but if you're writing a landing page for you say for a client, do you mean for a prospect, like a prospective client? If he's not your client yet and you wrote him a landing page, absolutely do not try to go later on and charge him for it. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And if you made a landing page for scratch for a client, you guys should have already agreed to payment. So if you're trying to use the landing page as a sample to go entice somebody to become a client, definitely do not try to charge them for it. Just give free value up front, audit and sample. If he doesn't like it, move on and go approach more people, go outreach more. What if somebody is already sending emails? How can I help them? Why would they want to hire if they're writing emails? Great question. You want to target people who already have email lists set up. The best client to target as an email copywriter is a business who already has emails. They already have an email list. They already send emails, but they probably just don't send emails very regularly. And they probably just don't send very great copy. So you want to find that. If people don't have email set up, you need to convince them email is a good idea and then convince them to hire you. That's harder. The easier thing is when somebody already has email set up and you're just coming in and take it over for them. But trust me when I say this, the best client to go after is somebody who has email set up. They know they need emails done. They know they should be sending more. They know they should be improving their strategy, but they just don't have the time or the headspace to do it. But they have the money. They're making like $100K a month in revenue, and they are willing to delegate if the right person shows up and takes it over from them. Right now, they're probably working 12 to 16-hour days, and they need some stuff taken off their plate. That's where you can come in as a copywriter. Why would they want to hire a copywriter? To give them more time back. Why do business owners hire copywriters? Really good thing to know before you go try to outreach, because you're going to have to use one of these angles to go land them as a client. They want more money, or they want more time back, or they want more peace in their life. So they either are swamped and wish they were making more money because they have revenue goals. They are probably working 12 to 16-hour days and they're working way too long and they don't want to, and they're probably super stressed out. So those are reasons why people will hire a copywriter, is to make more money, get more of their time back, buy back more of their time, and to have more peace in their life and have less stress. So, go pitch people who have emails. Just because they already have them doesn't mean there's no need. And oftentimes, people will have decent copy and you'll be like, oh, I don't know how I'm going to write better copy than this. But they might have hired a copywriter 6 months ago for a one-time project. Don't be intimidated if they already have good-looking copy, or they already have emails, or they already have whatever set up. There's always opportunity. And oftentimes what happens, you just don't know this till you're in it, but business owners will have copywriters work with them. And sometimes those copywriters level up and move on, and there's a gap to fill. There were several clients over the first 2-3 years where I was leveling up. I was renegotiating, I was raising my rates, and I let my current clients know, like, hey, here's my new rates. If you want to continue working together. And some of them said, I just can't afford that. And I said, hey, no worries. It was great working with you. I just have to move on though, because like XYZ, whatever reason. And there was clients that I moved on from because I was leveling up from, $50 to $100 blog posts to $1,000 projects and beyond. And so we parted ways. Well, what did that do for the client I used to work with then? Well, that made there a gap to fill they needed a copywriter. So now somebody new can come in and fill that gap. There's copywriters right now leveling up and going to the next higher client who's paying $1,000 or $3,000 or $8,000 a month. And it's leaving gaps for new copywriters like you guys to come in and go fill their position, take their spot, and start writing copy for that guy. This is something that people don't realize, but it's there. So never assume someone doesn't have a need. If they have email set up, go and approach them if they look like the right fit. Akinci, I don't know how you say your name, sorry. Do you have to put your video on your Instagram page talking about copywriting posts, what you know as a picture, with your picture as a profile? You don't have to, but if you want to land clients faster, you will. The thing is, in 2025, trust is at an all-time low with the online world. So if you, as a brand new copywriter, you want to land clients, spamming cold outreaches and hiding behind like in the shadows and just clicking buttons and hoping somebody magically gives you thousands of dollars and $5,000 hits your PayPal or your bank, that just isn't going to work anymore. Now, I'm not going to tell you have to build a personal brand and build a following up to 5,000 people and like comment all day and engage and post nonstop to do this. But like, dude, put your face on the Instagram profile picture. Get a professional headshot done. Like, if you want to like actually land clients online, you need to build trust. You don't have barely any proof when you're brand new as a copywriter. So lean on the thing you can build, and it's like any form of trust and proof you can show it. Show your face, smile, pay a photographer for a professional headshot, get the blue check mark, get verified, pay the $10 a month for Instagram verification. Check mark. Go get a couple followers on there. Go post at least once a week. Get some copywriting tips on your posts. You don't have to post nonstop, but just a couple on there. Talk about copywriting in your bio. Show off social proof and case studies once you have them. But like, man, if you show videos of yourself, pictures of your face, like this stuff is gonna build more and more trust. So like, just keep that in mind. Like, if you don't have to, but if you do that now, you're more likely to make money and make this work and get to 10K a month. Is there a particular niche you suggest we stay away from? I've never got this question. A niche to stay away from. The only thing I'll say is like, it's not so much a niche, but like when you're targeting guys online and you're going to go out and approach a business, you do not go after people who are like influencers and content creators and who just promote other people's products. So don't go after like fitness influence. If you're trying to outreach to fitness as a niche, don't go after fitness influencers who like have affiliate marketing deals and click this link in bio for this much deal and who promote other people's products, because they're a middleman. So if you want to be a middleman for a middleman, there's not much money. So stay away from those guys. Stay away from guys who don't have their own product or service. This is not so much a niche, but it's just who you're targeting. Make sure they actually have their own business with their own product or service. Otherwise, you're going to be dealing with very tight margins and a whole whack of other problems, is what I found. In terms of niche though, like which one should you choose? There's no such thing as saturation. Anybody tells you that's a liar. It's not true at all. There's only picking. Usually when people say, oh, this is saturated, it just means there's a lot of demand. So this is why you see a lot of people going into like fitness as a niche, as a copywriter, fitness coaches and stuff, and like money coaches and business and make money online and business opportunity and budgeting and stuff like that. The reason you see people go into these a lot is because there's a huge amount of demand, right? The top 3 broad niches that will never run out of demand, the highest needs as a human, is anything to do with health and wellness, money, and relationships, in that order. So like people say, oh, there's too many people in there. No, there's not. There's a huge amount of money in there. And if you're even slightly better than the next copywriter and you're slightly better than the business owner, like go and outreach to them. The best niche to go into for you is like, which one's the easiest thing to write? Like what do you relate with the most? Are you this audience? If you're super into fitness, dude, go after fitness coaches. If you're a nerd about money and budgeting, go after budgeting finance coaches. If you love trading stocks, go after trading dudes. If you like are super like into relationships and whatever, like, I don't know, go after the relationship niche. Like, dude, dating and marriage and all these things. I have a friend who just dropped $10,000 on a marriage retreat thing, like 10K on a week-long retreat. So, like whatever you have interest in, and if you have an unfair advantage in, do that. If you've been working in real estate for the past 10 years or construction for the past 10 years, like you have an advantage because you have expertise. That's an easy in. So keep asking questions, guys. I'm going to be logging off in a couple minutes here. Let me see. Just give me 1 minute. Keep asking questions. I'm going to answer a few more questions here. Anything about getting started, anything about learning copy, landing your first client, building the business up to 10K a month, scaling the business back to a few hours a day, which is what I've done. Any questions you have, ask away. Tactical questions, strategy, mindset, whatever. Like, I'm an open book. Keep it coming. Brandon, would skill education coaches be a better niche to write copy for? Like, be more specific. I'm not sure what you mean by skill or education coaches. Like, coaching in general isn't a niche, so it's just a business model. But there's coaching, information products, info businesses in general is a great business model to go after. Coaching, stuff like that, tons of money, and that's on the rise. So if you're interested in that, if you're interested in helping people transform through knowledge, through information, through coaching, consulting, yeah, go after something like that. But maybe be more specific for what you mean by like skill or education coaches, and I can give you more maybe a better answer. Ronnie asks, do you have a community? If so, where can I join? How much would it cost? That's actually a funny thing. I actually put out an email a couple of days ago asking if people would be interested in me starting a community, copywriting community. I'm still on the fence about it. I did have a few hundred people reach out and say like, yeah, I'm interested if you do one. I don't know. A community is a big. I don't want to jump into doing something just because everyone's doing it or just because some people say they want it. I want to make sure if I do something that it's good, and I don't want to create a community and then like maybe not have like it's. I feel like with a community, there's a huge amount of expectations for like how involved you should be. So yeah, I just want to make sure if I do it, it's going to be good. So I'm still undecided. I may do one in the future. If you guys are interested in me doing a community, you can just DM me and say like, yeah, like you should start one or whatever. Most likely if I do one, there definitely is going to be a paid thing. Just because it's like, it's crazy. Free communities with like, just, it can be very chaotic. So if I were to do one, it would probably be a paid one, but just DM me if you have any ideas on what you'd want to see in one, if I did one. Still undecided, might do one in the future, we'll see. Okay, next question. Can I use copywriting principles to sell affiliate products for a long term instead of finding clients online or creating my own product and sell them? Yeah, you can. So if you want to take your copywriting, I'll say yeah, you can, but there's a caveat. If you want to take what you learn in copywriting and then go build your own audience, build your own social following, build your own email list, and start selling other people's products or create your own products and sell your own, yeah, you can do that. This is kind of like the whole, build your email list and sell whatever Ben Settle, Chris Orzakowski, what's his name? The Australia's top copywriter. I told you, he's off the tip of my tongue right now. If you want to do that, like that's fine, but I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it for a beginner. And there's a couple reasons why. The main thing being like, if you are, by the way, if you guys can hear this in the background, like this is super loud to me, but my neighbor is doing like throwing trees through a wood chipper right now, so it sounds crazy to me. So hopefully it's not too annoying if you can hear that. If you want to go, Daniel Throssell, he's the Australia guy. If you want to go like become an affiliate marketer and sell your own products and all that stuff, and like go ahead and be my guest. But I'm going to tell you right now, that's playing the game on hard mode. Because just like if you were listening earlier, if you were here earlier when I talked about, hey, should I take my copywriting skills and start an e-commerce business once I hit like $2,000, $3,000 a month? My advice was, well, if you want to play the game on hard mode, be my guest. If you want to have to learn 10 skills at once to do this, be my guest. Affiliate marketing and creating your products and selling them. Again, if you want to have to learn 5 to 10 skills at once, then be my guest. It's going to be harder though. Why? Because affiliate marketing, anybody tells you this stuff's easy, it's creating and selling your own products, digital products, this stuff is not easy. And especially for beginners. How? Because you have to be the one to start an audience, go into a niche, start posting content nonstop, start running ads, start an email list, like spend a huge amount of time building up a following. That's not easy to do. Building a following is very difficult. This might take you 6 to 12 months even to hit a few thousand followers. And then once you have a few thousand followers, how many of them are buyers? How many of them are on your email list? A couple hundred? Maybe 1,000? How much money could you make? The average person, here's a stat, the average email list earns about $1 per subscriber per month. Okay, so if you have 1,000 subscribers on your email list, you might be making $1,000 a month from that email list. This isn't always, but this is about averages. If you're going to do that, then you have to figure out how to develop products, how to sell other people's products. Like, then you're taking a cut as the middleman. This stuff is playing the game on hard mode. Do you want to know the easier way to do this? Which, by the way, I've seen way too many copywriters fall for this personal brand crap and try to do this exact thing and build their content and Twitter following and personal brand and their following, and they're all day long, they're commenting like crazy. They're posting content like crazy. They're DMing people just to network and build. And next thing you know, they have like 1,000 followers after 12 months, no money. And they're like, what the heck? This copywriting thing isn't working. It's like, yeah, silly, because you're spending all your time trying to build a rocket ship from scratch. How about instead of building your own rocket ship, you just go find some fuel, copywriting, and go find a rocket ship that already works and make the rocket ship fly farther. Make the rocket ship go higher. make the rocket ship go faster. You just show up with the fuel. That's the easier path. That's going after businesses as a freelance copywriter, offering your copywriting as a service to businesses that are already operating. So, man, this wood chipper is loud in the background. I might have to stop the stream here. If you guys can hear this. If you can hear the wood chipper in the background, just comment right now. Like, am I crazy or can you guys hear this? Because it sounds crazy to me right now. But yeah, you want to take your copywriting and build your own business and sell your own stuff as a copywriter. You're not a copywriter then. You're just an affiliate marketer or a digital product business owner or personal brand. But you're probably not making money. It's harder. It's way harder. You're doing 5-10 things at once and somehow do this on top of your day job or university. It's crazy. Here's the simpler path. Go learn copywriting. That's step 1. Step 2, go put that copywriting in front of proven businesses who are making $100K a month and take $1,000 to $5,000 per month per client. That's step 2. Step 3, now you're making $5,000 to $10,000 a month and you did it within a few months. Like it's way easier. Now, be my guest, if you get to 5-10K a month, if you're at $5,000, $10,000 per month, you've been doing this for about a year, you had a steady stream of income, month after month, you got 2 to 5 clients on retainers. And at this point, you're like, you know what, I kind of want to pivot and like make my own course or maybe start affiliate and, you know, start posting content a bit more, building my personal brand. Sure, be my guest. It's going to be way easier at that point. Get income coming in now. The fastest path is go help people who already have a business make more money by offering them a service. It is the fastest path to make money online. It is the easiest. Don't play the game on hard mode and try to build some magical dream business that makes millions of dollars a month passive income, because it doesn't exist. You need to build real skills up that are worth thousands of dollars. I was in La La Land for 5 years trying to build $1 million passive income business after $1 million passive income business and trying to like create my own thing and affiliate and this and that and the e-com and drop shipping and like trying to find the hack and this whatever. Like, that's not how this works. It doesn't work that way. It is way harder than you think. So don't make this hard on yourself. Go pick the thing that's still hard but way easier. Go learn copywriting. Go find businesses. Go give them the copywriting and make money. It's gonna be way easier. Ronnie says, I'm trying to get a marketing job while working on copywriting on the side. Is that a good idea? Should I learn how to design e-com emails, start extra skill, and become irreplaceable? Yeah, if you want to, like, if you can get a marketing job for your day job as a 9 to 5, 100% do it, man. Like, if you have the opportunity to make that happen, my advice, by the way, go get a 9 to 5 first before you try to become a copywriter. Don't just sit on your butt and wait thinking you're going to be hitting 10K a month in the next 30 days just because you read Adweek Copywriting Handbook and like send an outreach or 2 a day. It doesn't work like that. Go make money now. Go get a day job. At the very least, like, go do whatever. Man, if I was starting from scratch right now, like if I was fresh out of like high school, like living on my own or whatever I was doing, like I would be immediately going and working as a server at a restaurant, at fast food place, and like going and doing DoorDash at night, and in between learning copywriting, writing copy, and going and outreaching, landing clients. Go make money now. Make sure you have a 9 to 5. Go get income in now. Go get a steady paycheck in now and build copywriting up on the side as your side business until the business is built up enough where it replaces your 9 to 5 and you can go all in and make 10K a month and beyond. If you can get a marketing job, absolutely. That would be awesome. You're going to learn a ton on the job and then you have copywriting on the side to build up. Great idea. Now, the second question you're asking, totally unrelated, should you learn how to design e-com emails to add an extra skill? Yes, if you want to learn to design e-com emails, it will make you more valuable to e-com businesses. You don't have to though. I would only recommend that if you want to do emails for e-commerce. If you want to do email copy for e-commerce businesses, then yeah, learning a bit of design is going to help you. Figma, Canva, whatever. You don't have to though. If you want to become an email copywriter and you don't want to learn any design, you don't have to. I would say maybe don't go after e-commerce then, go after info businesses, coaching, consulting, courses, events, communities. But yeah, it would make you more valuable for e-com businesses if you do that. It just makes your job easier. Do I write YouTube scripts by Copy Made Easy? No, no, I don't. I don't personally write YouTube scripts. Most of my YouTube videos are just off the cuff, and I just riff, and I just go top of my head, and I just go for it. Sometimes I will like take an email I wrote, like if you're asking about my own YouTube, sometimes I'll write an email out, send it to my audience, and I'll be like, hey, you know what? This would be actually like a good YouTube video too. And like I'll literally just copy paste that email into Notion or Google Docs and just like read it out, read it out line by line. So like maybe there's my kind of script for YouTube. Or I'll give like bullet points for that. But that's as far as I go as YouTube scripts go. Okay, so Moad. Okay, you guys are saying it's not that bad. You're saying yes. You're saying it's not loud. You're saying I'm being a dead horse. That's pretty funny. Okay, as long as you guys can't hear it anymore, then, or if you can't hear it, then that's great, because it's super loud to me. Okay, so next question, Moad. Do you advise me to build an entire email list from scratch to a fitness coach? My offer conclude, make an opt-in page for him and a welcome email sequence. I don't advise you to start people's email lists. My advice for you, you can go, if somebody's like, hey, yeah, I want you to build my stuff from scratch and they're willing to pay you, like obviously do it because it's something. But if you're going to go, when you target people to land as a client, make sure they already have an email list that you can see and sign up to. Make sure they're already sending some emails. The reason for that is because, one, it proves they actually already believe in email, and you don't need to convince them and twist their arm that email's a good idea. They already know that's a good idea. And two, if they don't have a list already, that means you need to build their email list from scratch. That means you need to send emails to 0 people, 5 people, 10 people, 100 people. Guess what kind of business you're going to make more as an email copywriter for? A business who has a list of 100 people on their email list, or a business who has 10,000 people on their email list? Which one are you going to generate more results for as an email copywriter? A list of 100, a list of 10,000. Just think about it. Of course, you're going to make more money as an email copywriter if you're writing copy for a list of 10,000 people versus 100. So having said that, it's a lot harder to convince business owners to keep paying you thousands of dollars if you're not making them money with the emails already. So list size is important. It does matter. So if you are starting from scratch, it's a lot harder to generate results quickly, which means you're probably not keeping this client around. You got to go find another one then. You're not generating a case study, proving results. You got to go get another one. So here's the easier path. Go find people who already have an email list. Go find people where the email list is on their website and you sign up to it and you can see their emails and outreach to them because they already believe in email. They already have an email list and you just got to come in. Remember, they have the rocket ship. You just got to bring the fuel. If somebody doesn't have an email list set up yet, it's basically like they don't have the rocket ship fully set up. So you need to build this thing too. It's harder to get it off the ground. A proven rocket ship that's already off the ground, just bring more fuel. Just bring more fuel. You're going to fly faster and go further. So it's way easier for them. In terms of that offer though, like if you want to help grow a list, yeah, like if you create a lead magnet opt-in page or a lead magnet landing page for them, if you create a welcome email sequence, if you create the lead magnet itself, all these things help in list growth. These are things you should still learn how to do as an email marketer and an email copywriter combined that make you more valuable to the business owner. You absolutely can learn how to do all those things. Just apply that to businesses who already have an email. Apply that to businesses who already have a list, and you're going to make your life a lot easier and make a lot more money. MK. Question, how did your practice look like? I've accumulated so much knowledge, started 1 year ago, and tried practicing with my copy, didn't improve much, or I'm not confident at all with my copy. Yeah, man, so here's what you're going to do. Number one, I'll just tell you what I did. Brand new copywriter, every morning before my 12-hour day job, I worked a day job and built a copywriting app. I'd wake up at 6 a.m., 5 a.m. sometimes before my day job. I'd go to work at like 7:30, wake up at 5, 6 a.m., grab a cup of coffee, slam it, and open up Google Docs on my laptop, this same exact laptop, 2017 MacBook Air, literally my OG, been with me since the beginning. And I would just write. I would just do a Google Doc power writing session. I'd set a timer for 30 or 60 minutes, open up Google Docs, and just write. Just give myself a prompt sometimes, like, if you can't figure out what to say, just give yourself a prompt like, hey, what's my favorite memory as a child? What's my most embarrassing moment? What's my biggest dream in my life? And just write. Don't even think about copywriting with this exercise. Just write. Get your word count in. Don't hit backspace. Don't think about what you're going to write. Just keep the words flowing. Just write whatever thoughts are coming to your head. It's just free writing. That was the first exercise that I started doing. Second thing, I started reading copywriting books every single day. If you're not sure, go read copywriting books. If you're not sure if you should, go read copywriting books. If you don't like reading, go listen to copywriting books at the very least. You can find Adweek Copywriting Handbook on YouTube and on Spotify for free. So there's no excuses. You need to be reading and consuming consumer psychology. You need to be reading and consuming copywriting. You need to be reading and consuming marketing. You need to study this thing. This is a real skill. It's two skills combined: writing and consumer psychology, writing and sales. When you put those two things combined, copywriting. If you don't spend time studying and reading and taking courses and doing coaching, you're going to struggle to turn this into a money-making skill. You need to build the skill up. So exercises, power rating sessions, reading copywriting books, go study high-performing copy. Go look at classic sales letters and ads by David Ogilvy, by Gary Halbert, by Claude Hopkins. Go look at these things and write them out word for word and go study them. Why do they work so well? Why do they sell millions and billions? Do that every day. Then pick one specialty, one type of copy, ads, landing pages, or emails, and practice that one type of copy every day. Then pick one niche, real estate agents, software, fitness coaches, whatever you want to pick, and just write your type of copy in that one niche every day on top of these other exercises. You're going to get really, really good in one area. Then what you're going to go do is go sign up to people's email lists in your niche, and you're going to go rewrite them. Go rewrite their emails. Or if you're in an ad copywriter or sales page copywriter, go rewrite their ads or sales pages every single day. And practice this and look at swipe files of other people's copy who are doing this successfully. And optimize copy and study copy. If you want to move the quickest, go do a structured course. I have a copywriting course. It's $22, one-time payment. You get lifetime access. It's in link in bio, whether you're on Instagram or whether you're on YouTube, LinkedIn, or Twitter right now. You can go learn copywriting in 30 days. I have a super simple structured course. You can go from knowing nothing about copywriting to learning the skill in 30 days. And if you think your copywriting is already good, let me tell you this. If you're not making $1,000 a month, at least from copywriting yet, you need this course. You need this course because there's gaps in your skill. So go take courses. Go learn from copywriters who have done this before. If you ever want to know how do you get successful in any area, just go spend time with people who are successful and learn from them and apply what they tell you to do. Just take what they did to get successful and do the exact same thing. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. This is what I did as a brand new copywriter. You guys want to know what I did? Dude, I dropped $5,000 in my first couple months as a copywriter on education. Why? Because I understood. I was like, if I want to make this work, I'm going to invest in my education. I'm going to invest in the skill. I'm going to invest in this and treat it like a real business. And I'm going to multiply my 5,000 and turn it into more money. And that's exactly what happened. I bought dozens of courses. I bought all the copywriting books and I studied. I treated this like copywriting university. I treated this like a real business. And I got rewarded for it. I studied, I wrote, and I pitched. And boom, got my first client in 6 weeks. Got my first $5,000 a month in 7 months. Left my home in Canada, moved halfway around the world to Thailand, quit my job, got my wife to quit her job. We moved across the world, living our dream, made my first $9,000 a month at month 12. Since then, we've lived in Vietnam. We've been to Thailand 3 times. Lived in Canada, US, Australia. We're about to go to Italy for our 10-year anniversary for like a month, next month. Just because we can. Because this is what copywriting does. So that $5,000 I put into my copywriting education the first year, by the 12th month, I was making $9,000 a month. Since then, since investing that $5,000 initially, I've made over $600,000 in profit as a copywriter. So it's a 120 to 1 return on my investment so far. And it just keeps climbing year after year. So go study this thing. Like, treat it like a real business if you want business results. And if you've been doing this for 1 year and you still you're not confident, the fastest way to become a confident copywriter is to go get coaching. Like, I'm not going to tell you have to go get my coaching. I do take on a few guys a month. I take on a handful of copywriters who are super serious about leveling up fast. And I give them one-on-one coaching, actually one-on-one coaching. Not like all the other copywriting gurus who you see online who say, join my one-on-one coaching, private coaching. It's like you get thrown into a pool of like 300 copywriters, and it's a community, not coaching. And you never actually get to talk to the guru. You never get one-on-one calls, and they actually don't review your copy. With my one-on-one coaching, I actually review your work. You want to get good fast, the fastest, go get somebody who actually knows how to write copy and gets results, and get them to review your work. Like a teacher in school. Get that copywriter to look at your copy. If you're not confident and you want to get really confident real quick, get someone who knows what they're doing, who's actually making money from this thing, to tell you if your copy sucks or if it's good. It's really, really helpful to have somebody who knows what they're doing to look at yourself and be like, hey, fix this, change this, that's all right, but here's why, fix this and here's why, this could be way better, your headline sucks, fix your lead, fix your intro, your hook's not good, you're not getting people down the slippery slope, your spacing's wrong, your punctuation, your grammar, your spelling, XYZ, your features, we need benefits. Where's your outcome-based copy? Where's your promise? Where's your subject line and your preview text? Where's this? Where's that? You have 5 call to actions, we need 1. You don't have enough social proof. Let's add more urgency. Let's add more scarcity. Where's the PS? Like, this is all the stuff. Like, you want to get confident quick? Go get someone who knows what they're doing with copy to look at your writing and tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong and why. That's what I do with my coaching. That's going to get you there the quickest. So there you go. Those are a couple things to do. If you've been doing this for a year, something's wrong. If you're not making money from the skill yet. Like, you got to get good and treat this like a real business if you want business results. Brandon, what do you think is essential in an approach when prospecting leads from the list? Prospecting leads from the list. You're going to have to reword your question. I really don't know what you're trying to ask me. Are you asking about landing clients when you're prospecting leads from the list? Like, I'm not sure. Clarify what your question is, because I have no clue what you're asking, to be honest with you. Email marketer Ishan. Actually, hold on. We had a couple questions here before this. What business owner who have selling coaching program, but I can't send to their emails, so how do I know they need a copywriter, how to improve their emails? Okay, so if you see guys who are selling coaching, but you can't sign up to their email list, then go move on to the next person. However, there's a couple things that you'll see with a lot of coaching online where it's not always easy to find their email list, but they might actually have one. So if you go to their link in bio on their Instagram, let's just say, and it takes you to an application form, there's no email list sign up anywhere. Go look at the URL. It probably says like whatevercoach.com/application or apply here or apply now or coaching. Delete the end of the URL after the slash. So it's just the fitnesscoach.com. Delete that part of the URL with stuff after and just go to their main domain with nothing else added. Click that, and that will take you to their homepage if they have one, and they might have an email list there. Look for that. They might actually also collect emails through their application, but that's not always the best process. They're missing out. But look for that kind of stuff first before you move on. But then if they don't have one still, just move on to the next guy. Just go after guys who actually already have email and sign up to their list and improve their emails. David asked, how to explain how to get clients as a copywriter because I find it confusing. It's very simple. Okay, forget everything you know about outreach and what people are telling you online. You do not need to send hundreds of cold emails and cold DMs every single day. You do not need to click an automation tool that does it for you. You do not need to spam copy-paste templates in outreach. You do not need to learn aggressive sales skills to get people on a call and twist their arm and close them. You do not need to build a portfolio. You do not need a website. You do not need to build a personal brand and land inbound clients and post content all day and comment all day and engage to land clients. All of that stuff is BS and it's a myth. You don't even need some crazy, insane offer. Like, hey bro, if I get a 2 to 3x your revenue in 60 days with email, then you'll pay me this much money. And if not, I'll work for you for free until you do. You don't even need that. This stuff's crazy. Here's how you land clients in 2025 and going forward in 2026. It's going to be the same thing. First, make sure you're actually good at writing copy. Get your skill down. Like, write every day, study every day, build your skills up. Go get copywriting books, go invest in your education, go get courses, go get coaching. If you want to move quickest, you can outreach, use the best strategies as possible as you want, but if your copy sucks, you suck and you're not going to make money. Like, it's just as simple as that. Like, I don't mean to be rude or, well, I'm just or blunt, but like, if your copy skills are not there, you can go do the best outreach in the world and you'll never get to 10K a month. So step one of landing clients is get good at writing copy first. If you aren't good at writing copy and you're not making $1,000 a month yet, go get my course. It's at the link in bio. It's only $22, one-time purchase. It's the cheapest copywriting course on earth, and it'll teach you everything you need to know to start landing clients. So you're ready to land clients. Then once you are ready to land clients, your copy skills are there, here's what you're gonna go do. Pick one niche, target them online. It could be fitness coaches, it could be real estate agents, it could be whatever. Then go on Instagram, go find those people. Then go find those people, make sure they have money. Look for signs they're actually a healthy business. They have case studies, testimonials, proof of results. They have followers, they're verified. They have a team, they have ads running. Those are all signs they actually make money. Then go outreach to people who actually have money. When you do outreach to them, warm them up a bit. Comment on their stuff, like their posts, follow them. Then DM them to start a conversation, don't even pitch. Once they reply to you, you're out of message request. Once you're out of message request, then go sniper bomb them. Sniper bomb is my system of outreach. This is how I teach people to do it. Go look at their website, go look at their copy, go look at their emails, and go look at all the things they're doing wrong and tell them how to improve their copy. Based on all the things you're learning and studying in copy, you're gonna see things. Within 30 days, anybody, a beginner can go from 0 to being able to look at clients and tell them how to improve their copy in 30 days. You'll be better than 95% of business owners if you've been studying this thing for 30 days straight. I'm telling you right now, it's way easier than people make it out to be. And so once you see their copy, tell them what to improve. Write it down in a Google Doc. Write them up a full audit. Take it to the next level. Write them a sample of copy. Then go send them this audit and sample, the Google Doc link, in Instagram, in the DMs. And say, here you go, let me know what you think. Don't even ask them for anything. Don't say, hey man, can we hop on a call? Like, just go send them the thing for free. Like, just go do the stuff ahead of time and prove yourself. This is how you prove yourself when you have no proof as a new copywriter. This is how you generate proof. This is how you get your foot in the door. This is how you get people to pay attention to you. Nobody else is doing this stuff. Everybody's spamming out copy-paste templated outreaches that everybody's ignoring and deleting anyways. So go be different, prove you're a human, warm them up, and go drop lots of value, high value, low volume, warm social media outreach. This is the sniper bomb technique. It's what's getting my students the first client, paid client, 70% of the time in 30 days. That's how you do it. Once you get them to be like, wow, thanks for this. Out of 30 outreaches, you're gonna send 30 of these on average and get a client. You might send 25 and get no thank you, ghosted, whatever, keep going. Average person using this strategy gets a client in 30 outreaches. So that's not a lot. It takes an hour a day to send one per day. It's that simple. And when they do show interest in the DMs, you've already hit 90% of your outreach home. Go get them on a call, show them that you're a real human, talk to them, explain how you can help them into more detail, and make an offer and go close them. That's it. Go do that every day. Go outreach every day, and you're gonna do it. 1 hour a day, go after one person, you're good to go. Okay, email marketer Ishan. Man, what is your opinion on working both copywriting and any other high income skill at the same time? Pointless. Pointless. If you're talking about, should I also go learn development or design or sales? No. Just pick one thing and get good at the one thing. And if you mean like, should I also learn email marketing, then that's a different story. Yeah, learn whatever the marketing is behind the specialty you choose as a copywriter. If you're gonna be a copywriter and you're like, I'm gonna do email, be a student of email marketing too then. If you're gonna be a copywriter and learn ads, become a student of ads and media buying and how that works in the technical stuff. If you wanna be somebody who goes after that stuff, learn the marketing behind it. If that's what you mean, then yes, do that. But don't try to learn 15 skills at once. It's pointless. Just pick copywriting and get good at it. Offer it as one service. Just be a copywriter. It's way easier. It's focused. Don't spread yourself thin. Get really good in one specific area, and you're going to build this thing up to 5, 10K a month fast. Pivot says, if you were to write a message to a potential copywriting client, what do you believe is essential when writing this message? Stop worrying so much about the message you send to a potential client. All the advice I just gave to a guy, I think it was David, about how to land clients, do that. Just go find people you want to outreach to on social media, click follow, find a post, click like, comment on that post, a genuine compliment. Go into the DMs, DM them a genuine compliment, the same thing you just did in the comments, and then ask a simple question to try to get a reply like, hey, how long you been doing this for? Hey, how long you been in business? Hey, how long you been coaching for? And see what they say. And if they say anything, now you're out of message request, and you can just go send them an audience sample and ask what they think of it to get the conversation going. Ivy says, cool live. And I say, Ivy, you're cool. All right. Sid skills. How to start practice copywriting for beginners. Okay. I got to head out in 2 minutes. This might be the final question. If you have any last questions, now it's now or never. I'm heading out in a couple minutes. So how to start practicing copywriting for beginners. I'll just tell you what I did and what I recommend today. Step one, just start writing every day. Believe it or not, if you want to make money and make $5,000 to $10,000 plus per month as a copywriter, you need to learn how to write. And this doesn't mean academic writing or creative writing or whatever. You don't need a university degree or a writing degree or anything like that. I don't have any of that, and I'm not a lifelong writer, and I used to hate writing. But step one, you got to start writing. You got to get your word count in. Actually practice putting words on a Google Doc page. So wake up early every morning, open up Google Docs, get on your computer, and write for an hour. Just put a timer on for an hour, open up Google Docs, and just free write. Don't worry about copywriting with this first exercise. This is exercise number 1. Don't worry about copywriting, just write. Write any thoughts that are in your head, write anything you want to write. It doesn't matter. I just want you to get as many words as you can on that page in that hour without stopping, without editing, without thinking, just write. Step 2, read copywriting books. Adweek Copywriting Handbook, Cashvertising, The Boron Letters, Influence, Copywriting Secrets. Get all these books and read them every single day. Just read copywriting books every day. Third thing, start hand copying and studying sales letters and ads. Go look at OG sales letters by people like David Ogilvy, John Carlton, even Gary Halbert. Look at their ads that have made lots of money, millions, and go study them. What are they doing right? What are they doing wrong? Hand copy them. Fourth thing, get specialized and niche down. Pick one type of copy, emails, ads, or landing pages, and then pick one target market. Real estate, fitness coaches, SaaS companies, whatever you want to pick, and write that one type of copy for that one type of person every day. Then start looking at those companies online and rewriting them. Look at their emails and rewrite those emails. Look at their landing pages, rewrite those landing pages. Then once you've gotten good enough, go actually start outreaching and writing new copy for those guys, start landing them as clients. If you want to move the quickest, go get a course that's structured that teaches you copywriting. I have one for $22, one-time payment, you get lifetime access to the course. You can learn copywriting from scratch as a beginner and know nothing about it to within 30 days be ready to land clients. It's in my link in bio on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter for $22 on discount. I'm putting the price up soon though, so if you're interested, you get it now. And the fastest way to move is to get a coach. Go hire a copywriting coach who actually gets results, who's made money with this thing, and get them to give you feedback on your writing every single day if you can. That's part of my one-on-one coaching if you are interested in that. Get someone to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong, to look at your writing. How do you know if you're getting better? Get someone who knows what they're doing to tell you how to improve it. That's the fastest way. Personalized copy critiques from a successful copywriter. And coaching, being able to talk to somebody who's in the space one-on-one, that's going to help you practice and hone specific skills. It's going to help you move faster. Okay. Email marketer, Ishan. Brandon, I really want to purchase your course. I know it's cheap in the US, but here in India, the exchange rate is about 2,000 something, which is hard to afford as a 16-year-old. Man, you're 16. That is awesome. You're building this skill up right now. Good for you, man. I wish I was building businesses at 16 years old. I was like playing video games and just like doing nothing and eating pizza and just like chilling and just having fun. So props to you, man. Really, really, really awesome of you to start doing this right now and building this up as a 16-year-old. You absolutely can learn copy as a 16-year-old, by the way. You absolutely can crush it. No worries, man. Hey, if you can't afford my course, it's $22 US. That's all right. Start by just all the things I told you to do. Just start with that. Just start writing copy. Just start doing power writing sessions. Just start doing those exercises. Start reading copywriting books. If you can't afford a $20 course, you obviously can't afford copywriting books because they're all about $20, which is very cheap. But I understand if that's harder to afford in India. You can find Adweek Copywriting Handbook for free as an audiobook on YouTube and Spotify. Listen to it. I know there's like PDFs online of other people's books and stuff too, and so you can find those, but start with that. Adweek's the best book to start with, so just start by listening to that every day. Write copy every day. Do power writing sessions. Hand copy sales letters and ads. Just pick, you say you're an email marketer, Ishan. Study emails every day. Pick one niche. Practice emails. Do that kind of stuff. And when you can afford it, you're 16 years old. I would still try to get a part-time job if I can as a 16-year-old. I don't know if you're probably in school, but try to make some money and save up to go buy some books and a course if you can afford it, to make some money to be able to reinvest back in your business, and you're going to move quicker. But do all those things in the meantime. You can get started for free. That's why copywriting is so good. You're going to move quickest if you invest money. It's just the reality. The more money you invest, the more time you invest, the more effort you put in, the quicker you're going to get to, $5,000, $10,000 per month. But you can learn for free. There's so much information online on YouTube, social media, audiobooks. It's crazy. There's so much. AI now, dude, go to ChatGPT and Grok and get Grok and ChatGPT to coach you on your copy. You have to be careful with these prompts though, because it could coach you bad. But it's never been easier to start learning copy, and you can learn it for free. You don't need to invest $10,000, $20,000 into this, just to get up and running. And then there's no guarantee of success like e-commerce or other things like that. So you really can learn the skill for free or very, very cheap relative to $100,000 university degree or $20,000 to launch an e-com brand. So start with that, get started, and when you can afford it, go get some copywriting books, go get some courses, get some coaching, whatever you can do, and you're gonna move fast. So, okay guys, thank you so much for having me. Thank you for asking me all these questions. I hope that helps you guys starting out as copywriters, growing your businesses. If you have any other questions, feel free to email me, brandon@storycopywriting.com, or DM me on Twitter, LinkedIn, wherever. And yeah, this has been a blast. If you guys want even more help, I got a ton of videos on YouTube. Go through all of my videos. I have so many answers to a bunch of your questions: how to write better copy, how to land clients, how to build your business up. If you're on my email list, I got emails going out almost every day teaching this stuff as well. And then if you want to move the quickest, I got a course, link in bio, $22, learn copywriting from scratch in 30 days. So you're ready to land clients. And that's that. So thank you guys so much. And we'll see you on a probably live stream next week, maybe to review some copy. We'll see. But anyways, it's been a blast. See you guys soon.